players that are going to get traded this offseason. AJ's got 5. Kratz has 5. AJ, you're up first with your 5 that you think.
Hold on, I got to find them. Mine are easy. Helsley, Ryan Helsley, Devin Williams, Jordan Montgomery, Lamont Wade Jr.
And a starter. The easiest one.
Garrett Crochet. I mean, now good luck to you guys finding 10 other guys that all 5 of mine are going to be traded.
Okay, but give me a little analysis now.
2 of the best relievers, back end, 9th inning guys.
Why are they getting traded? Devin Williams on a team that
because
just won
Devin
the division.
Williams, this is what the Brewers do. They trade guys with 1 year left, and they try to get multiple teams. Helsley, because Cardinals are cutting payroll. I don't know why. Crochet, because the White Sox just have to trade him to get multiple players. Jordan Montgomery's getting traded because the owner hates him. That's like the easiest one of all time. The owner came out and was like, this is the worst signing of all time. We got to get rid of him. Okay. And Lamont Wade Jr. can get some players for the Giants, I feel like, because he can fit a specific role on a lot of teams. He gets on base, he hits for power, and from everything I've heard, he's a great dude. I don't know him, but I've heard he's an awesome dude. So, those are 5 guys to me that are pretty simple. So
I want to double down on that one. Some people are like, well, why would they trade Lamont Wade Jr.? He's not going to cost a ton. He had a 121 OPS plus and was on base 38% of the time this year for San Francisco. He was a 2-win player. He is a platoon player. My answer actually is that the Giants are the classic case of you dated one person, and now after the breakup, you want to date a completely different version for your next partner, right? For your next girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. So they went from Farhan Zaidi, who loves those platoons, and that's all the Giants did. It's the platoons. It's the weirdness with the rotation and all that. Now Posey's like, screw that. We want everyday players. And is Lamont Wade potentially a platoon guy? Because that's how they were using him, right? Lefty bat, play him against righties, sit him against lefties.
We don't know until he gets. You got to get some at bats against lefties.
But it sounds like they might trade him.
I know that's what I'm saying. But wherever he goes, hopefully,
it's a good bat.
It is a great bat. I just always hated as a left-handed hitter. You can't hit lefties. How do you know? I hit lefties in high school, minor leagues. I hit fine against lefties. Now I get in the big leagues. All of a sudden, I can't hit lefties. Give me a shot to hit lefties. Mm-hmm. Maybe I can actually hit lefties if you just let me do it.
Okay. So that's his 5. Kratz, can you match that?
All right. Obviously, my 5 are not from just the typical list of, whatever AJ picked out. And if you want to slam dunk, you have to have somebody from the Mariners, because there's no way Dipoto is going to go an entire offseason without trading somebody. So my 5 are Alec Boehm, Brian Wu, Heston Kjerstad, Parker Meadows, and Ryan McMahon.
Ooh, ballsy. You were going for it. I like this. Okay.
Heston Kjerstad, no chance. Baltimore doesn't trade those guys.
Give us some explanations here, Kratz.
Brian Wu could bring. He's one of the guys in that rotation that actually went on the IL. The other guys were healthy. So to me, if they're going to trade from their strength to get another strength, Brian Wu's the guy. The numbers that he put up at the end of the year were not even the end of the year. The whole season when he was healthy were ridiculous. He was going 6 innings, no run, he is awesome, but no way is anybody saying, "Oh, he's the George Kirby of this group." He's the back end of their bullpen. To me, Wu could be a guy that has control, and with all the starting pitching that's out there, teams need starting pitching. And to me, he could be a top end. He could be a number 1 for a team that is in that need. Red Sox type of thing.
Doesn't give you enough innings. Doesn't give you enough innings.
Well, also the strikeouts.
Doesn't give you enough. He's a 5 and dive guy almost every time out there. He's not a guy that can give you 7 or 8. For me, your number 1 guy's got to be able to give you 7 or 8.
He's 24. He's barely pitched yet, too.
Yeah, but he's also had injury problems, and they've also not let him pitch.
Yeah, 40 starts in the bigs. My thing more is he's not going to be the 1 or the 2 for the Mariners, right? No. That's clear. There are guys who are better, more proven, all of that, right? But he has the potential to be a top-end guy if he's staying on the field, right?
Yeah.
So
he's definitely a top of the rotation. He's a front end of the rotation, 1, 2, 3 for what team he's on.
Yeah, I like where his head is at. My thing with the Mariners, and obviously I crushed them last year for not going for someone like Soto, is like, hey, last year, do you think if Brian Wu is in a package for Juan Soto, they beat the Yankees? I do. I think they beat the Yankees offer. And would they re-sign Soto? Probably not,
King's
but who cares?
Good. King's pretty good, dude.
I know he's really good, but you have much more team control with Brian Wu. If you revolve a package around him, could they have created something that would have
but they
topped
weren't
the
going to
Yankees
re-sign him.
offer?
So that was why they didn't bother.
The Yankees might not re-sign Soto either. I mean, you're only trading
Yankees have a better chance than Seattle.
Right, but you're getting a
Kratz, back
guaranteed
to your
1
list.
year.
Back to your list. Kratz, back to your
What
list.
else?
And I have to find a place. I had to find a place for Brian Wu. So the Tigers need some starting pitching. That's why I put Parker Meadows in there. I think there's an opportunity for the Phillies to somehow move Bohm to Seattle. I don't think it's with Brian Wu, but I think what's another strength of the Mariners? It's that bullpen. Is there a piece from that bullpen that they're willing to part with? Because the Phillies are always looking to take. They want 7 or 8 good pieces in that bullpen. Like, they want everything. And I think that connection with Bohm being available in the trading block, I think he's out there because I think he's going to elevate any offense that he goes to. I get it. There might be some things with him and his reaction to grounding out, but I'll be honest, I'd rather take a guy that gets pissed off when he grounds out than a guy who's like, whatever. I'm in the big leagues. I'm an all-star. I'll do whatever I want. So I'd rather see the emotion and maybe a little immaturity, and then we can grow around that.
Can I throw one out there that I want to smash?
Kirsten Herstad's not getting traded, bro.
No, I actually think that's a possibility.
No chance.
I mean, if it's in a deal for Garrett Crochet.
They lost Santander.
Yeah, so you're saying that's an easy plug-in. Okay, that's fine. But wait,
that's their guy for Santander.
There's one glaring
Parker
no
Meadows
chance.
isn't getting traded either.
I got another one that's no chance. Ryan McMahon. You have to. It's a
The
mom
Rockies
and
got to
pop
have
shop.
somebody that can play.
It's a mom and pop shop in Colorado, and they like him. It's that simple. It's like if you own a company and you can afford to have someone or not have someone, it's not going to make a difference on your bottom line either way. They're going to suck regardless, and they like him. They like him. They like the family. They like the player. He's a good guy. He's a good player on the field. Like AJ said, you got to have someone, and they don't care that they could get a bunch of prospects for him and be better in 2029.
It's kind of like why we keep Scott around. We like him.
Thank you. That was really nice of you, actually. I do not factor into the bottom line, but I'm liked, and it doesn't really make a difference one way or another.
But just like the Mariners, I'll make a nice offer, and we can trade Scott away if I can get Ryan McMahon because he plays third base, and the Mariners need some thump. And I think left-handed hitters or right-handed hitters that go to the opposite field well play in Seattle.
Okay. And now I'm going to do it's my unofficial list. I'm just going to throw
I just like before you hit yours, I love how Kratz invented trades so that all of his players get traded for each other. He's like Ryan McMahon for Alec Bohm, for Hairston Kjerstad, for Brian Wu, and then we'll end with Parker Meadows. And all 5 were traded for each other in one big trade. It was amazing.
Ready for this? So
I don't think that's how it was, but I like it. Yeah,
I like it too. So everyone's had their approach. AJ's going with the guys who I would say are much more likely to be traded.
Isn't that the thing? The most likely players to get traded?
Everybody's different. Kratz wants to think outside the box. Now I'm going to throw other names out there, and you guys just give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you think that they're going to be traded or not. Ready? I'm going to start with Ryan Presley of the Astros. $14 million on the hook next year. Other teams could use relievers. Astros might want to clear some space for Bregman. You got a no? I'm going to go a yes. Okay. Next up, Carlos Correa. I talked about him the other day. Thumbs up. You guys are both down.
But, I mean, this is your list. They better all be thumbs up.
No, they're not all thumbs up. Nolan Arenado.
I think they would love to trade him, but I don't know if they can find someone to take him.
Will he get traded? Yes? You guys have yeses? I'll actually go no on this one. Okay. I'll go no. Luis Robert. I'll go no.
I hope he gets traded.
He won't before the season starts.
I hope he gets traded.
I'll do 2 Rays. Ready? Brandon Lau.
That was the 5th guy on my list, but I went with Lamont Wade Jr.
I'm going to go no. Kratz?
They got to pay for a roof. He's expensive. He's out.
I don't know what's his contract. I don't know what he's making this year.
It's about 10 mil. It's about 10 mil coming up this year.
No.
And then Yandy Diaz. No? It's close. All right, fine. I'll go no.
Brandon Lau's a yes. He was actually it was like Lamont Wade Jr. was 5A, and Brandon Lau was 5 like A. And I just went with Lamont Wade because I seemed like Brandon Lau was too obvious.
Last one.
AJ sent his list like 7 seconds after we were tasked with this, so that 5A was quick.
Last one. So Jim Bowden wrote an article about players he thinks could get traded. And just give me a sec to explain this because I don't think he'll be traded. But he said the Blue Jays have given no indications that they would trade Vladdy this offseason. But one National League general manager told him that he believes that the Blue Jays will change their mind when they realize they have little chance of extending Vladdy. After Pete Alonso and Christian Walker, who are the top free agents first base-wise, sign, this NLGM, anonymous, thinks that the Blue Jays will be enticed by the franchise trading trade offers that they could receive for Vladdy Jr. because their farm system really needs it. So, Vladdy Jr. traded this offseason? I'm saying no. One more. Will he sign an extension with the Blue Jays?
During this season? No.
During the offseason.
Yeah. Afterwards, after he goes to the market, because he's going to see what Pete gets, he's going to see what Christian Walker gets, and he's going to be like, I'm 9 years younger than both of these guys. I need to get, Albert Pujols type of money. I need to get Prince Fielder type of money. Well, we ain't there anymore, Vladdy. And then he'll go right back to the Blue Jays, and I think he should stay a Blue Jay.
Vladdy's bat is on another planet from anyone on this free agent list besides Juan Soto. Agreed?
But that's why he wants that cash. I just don't think
I'll tell you what
I'm
not doing this year. I think I've fallen for the banana in the tailpipe 2 years in a row. I picked him to win the AL MVP. I'm not falling for the banana in the tailpipe a third year in a row.
Mm-mm.
Do it.
I wouldn't
do it.
Yeah.
Do it, and then pick the Mariners to win the West, Scott. Do it so I can win all the predictions.
I didn't pick the Mariners this year. I picked the Astros to win the West.
Pick the Cubs to win the Central.
You guys are still picking on me from 2 years ago that I picked.
No, you always pick the Padres and the Mariners. You love Peoria sports.
I picked them one time. Sorry.
You also said the Pirates were the greatest team ever 2 years ago when they got off to that hot start.
The Pirates I destroyed last year when people were giving them love. I've done that for a long time. I'm like, please don't buy into hot starts. Okay, give it some time. Anyway, if you have any thoughts, please drop a comment, even if you're watching this after the fact on an app or on YouTube, and give us any other ideas on players you think will definitely be traded or maybe be traded. Think outside the box.
Hey, everybody. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content.
We're back here every weekday, all year long, so do not miss an episode.
The videos are coming in all day. Here's another video you might enjoy.
Baseball the way it should be covered.